And he's fouled hard by their big man, and he's going to go to the line for 2. That's what we need, Joe. We need to get big number 4.
It's going to be his second. And if we can keep him on the court and get him a third foul real quick, it bodes well for Gate City, again, getting their primary shot blocker out of the game. 7:33 left as Zach Irvin goes to the line.
I believe they're getting ready to sub him in as Irvin's first foul. Their free throw is good. Yeah, we're switching in a 6'3" Mobley for the 6'9" Edmond. So we'll see if that helps as Irvin makes the second free throw.
It's absolutely amazing when a 6'3" player comes in and looks like he's 5 feet tall.
Yeah. And you're happy that the 6'3" came in. Oh, he's only 6'3".
Yeah,
so.
David, John Sally, he's a lot taller now than he was.
There are no players below 6 foot on this team, and there's only 2 that are 6 foot. So very, very tall team from Birmingham. Dragons really slowing the ball down. They've got this lead. They're waiting on their shot. As they got their shot, as a three-pointer is good. You can tell there's a pro Gate City crowd. I don't know if 10 people clapped when that three-pointer went in. Irvin is hit on the wrist, and they're not going to call it, and they're going to have a runaway shot, but it's not going to be no good on the layup. So a little bit of karma right there as the layup by the Dragons is no good. But Irvin got really nailed. He's going to take the ball up, and he's going to miss it again. Again, a lot of contact going on, Jeff.
It is their goal. They're going to be physical with him, again, because they know that he is the primary scorer.
Basket inside by the Dragons. It's going to be Woods on the rebound. 20-10. Gate City feels like they're playing really good, but we're just not making anything. Dean shoots a three-pointer with no one close to him and no one able to get the rebound. As a hustle rebound, it's going to go to the Dragons as they save it out of bounds in the far right corner. They throw it completely across the court, and it's knocked out of bounds by another Dragon. So we're right at the 6-minute mark. Again, 20-10. Gate City's got to get in their offense. They're their own worst enemy right now.
This is kind of a danger zone. I mean, it's a double-digit lead. Gate City's got to be able to keep this at single digits, especially the rest of the second quarter, if they want a chance to come out of here with the win tonight.
So with the ball up front is Compton. Compton was almost trapped. They get the ball over to Sally. Sally back to Dean. Dean back to... Irvin was nailed, ladies and gentlemen. He was hit with both hands, Joe.
You can see on his forearm, he's red because the last 2 times he's come down and shot, they've hit him on the forearm, but they've not called it.
They're letting them play as we make contact underneath, and they're going to have a foul called on us underneath on the rebound.
Well, something that concerns me is Gate City's getting into that old habit of coming down and throwing up three-pointers. They've really not executed a play the last 3 times down the court.
No, and we're also waiting on the contact, and through the first quarter and almost a half, we're seeing that they're going to let them play on both ends. So we're waiting on the contact on a lot of our possessions and not making the correct shots.
Andrew Hensley checking into the game. Early check-in for him. Of course, Coach trying to run as many taller plays as he can, as there's going to be a timeout on the court. 30-second timeout. Of course, we take a look at scoring. It's Zach Irvin with 10. Nobody else has scored for Gate City. Of course, you look at Wenonah. We've got Jarvis Minter has 2. Justin Minter has 2. You got Cameron Tucker. He's got 5. Jadarius Edmond, again, he's got those 2 fouls, but he's got 4 points. Sanders has 3. And then Woods has 4. So they're pretty diverse in terms of their scoring. And again, it's a 21-10 advantage. 5:17 left here in the second quarter.
Gate City, we're just going to have to slowly try to get back. They're not really out of the game. It's just this style of basketball is what they're not used to, but that's what's played a lot of times at the bigger tournaments and what they'll see as you move on to the state. So Dean takes the ball in, and they're going to call a charge. He had got set about a step before, and Dean gets called with the charge as he takes the ball in.
Dean wanting to try to create some offense, just came down on that again. That's his first foul. That is the 5th team foul. Both teams with 5 fouls, so nobody over the limit as we cross the 5-minute mark in the second quarter. Wenonah with a 21-10 advantage.
Dragons with the ball, looking to drive up the middle. Nobody stops him, but he misses the layup, and it's going to be rebounded. Did not have very good defense that time, but they missed the layup, and we were there for the rebound. Rebounding the ball was George. As Irvin has the ball out front, again, you said Hensley was in. Hensley had the ball for a moment. Irvin double team, 3-pointer is no good, but they're going to finally call a foul, I believe, on the Dragons.
We've been talking about the lack of fouls being called, but I got to say they are being consistent. Gate City's throwing some elbows underneath also. So the refs aren't calling fouls, but they're not calling them both ways, if that makes sense.
Right.
Gate City just is relying, and their shots are a little more wide, open threes, and there's contact, while the Dragons' shots are layups. You talk about the game right now. The Dragons have missed a lot of shots themselves. It could be a lot worse either way right now. So
talking about missing shots, that's Irvin's first miss from the free throw line. He is now 3 of 4, shooting 85% on the season.
Yeah, made the first, missed the second one, and makes the third one. 21-12, 4:33 to go in the first half. Brooks has the ball now as he takes the ball inside, throws it out for 3-pointer, no good. It's going to be rebounded by Dean. Dean skies for the rebound, needs to watch a player hustling behind him. Pass out front. Irvin's going to take the ball, double team, pass goes up, no good. Great ball handling from Dean. Pass over to Hensley. Hensley, good pass over to Irvin. And Irvin drives the ball inside. He's double teamed and gets fouled.
That was a great pass Hensley had. He actually caught the ball in the air and had passed it off before he came down on the court.
Well said, Chris. Yeah, that pass is what gave them the opportunity there, and that's what they need more of. Is that as Irvin makes his first and makes the second. Gate City's on a 4-0 run right now, 21-14. 4:14 to go, first half.
That's the thing you talked about with Gate City. Gate City's, when they're in their motion, they're effective. Right now, Wenonah is just doing a lot of isolation. They're not really running a lot of set plays.
They bring the ball. The Dragons bring the ball down. They have 3 players set on the other side of the 3-point lane. They drive the ball if they can. If not, they pass the ball over for a 3. As we shoot a 3, bang! Zach Irvin. Gate City's on a 7-0 run, 21-17 Dragons. Miss underneath by the Dragons. Blocked by George. Nice block by George. Dean has the ball, gets it over to Irvin. Almost handed it to him in the back court. Irvin's going to take the ball in, and Irvin's going to miss. Tapped in by George as we're going to have a steal. Dean from long range 3. No good. And nobody there to rebound. Unadvised 3-pointer by Dean. We didn't have anybody back. He could have drove that ball.
Needed that.
As the crowd starts to come alive here at Viking Hall, 21-17, 3 minutes to go. The Dragons lose the ball as it slipped, and it's going to be stolen back by the Dragons after two or three ball handling mistakes by both teams. The Dragons will have the ball again. Again, the Dragons hold the ball out front. They have 1 player at the top of the key, and then the other ones are on the 3-point line. They pretty much either shoot it from 3 or drive the baseline. And there's going to be a foul called over the back. That could be on number 5, Joe.
On Mobley, that's going to be his second foul.
That's going to put us at the line, I believe.
Yep. Hey, let's shoot 1-1 the rest of the way. 2:33 left. Gate City has closed it down. It's a 4-point advantage for Wenonah, 21-17. As who else is going to the line? Zach Irvin. Zach Irvin has all 17 Gate City points. Pretty easy to keep up to the score tonight.
Dragons
it's
21.
It's so simple, even Joe can do it.
Irvin at the line, yes. Give Irvin 18 and give the Devils 18. Again, Gate City on an 8-0 run. At the line, huge crowd tonight, Joe, isn't there? As Irvin makes the other one 9-0 run. It's a 2-point game. Dragons lead 21-19.
He's now 8 for 9 from the free throw line.
A three-pointer by the Dragons, yes. Just as Gate City got right there at him, they make a three-pointer. Sanders. And it's going to be knocked out of bounds. Great hustle by the Dragons guard. And Irvin's going to throw it in. As they go to a full-court man-to-man press, looking to get the ball into Dean, and they back out of their press for the most part. A lot of contact right there. Great ball movement by Dean. Dean looking to get the ball over. Well, they get the ball back up here to Irvin. Irvin back over to Dean in the corner. Dean is guarded. He's going to shoot a three, and it's going to be no good. And it's going to be a hustle rebound, and it's going to go out of bounds. Dean is, again, cold from three-point, guys. We've got to, we can't settle for that shot. We're 5 points down. We've got to move the ball around. Again, 24-19, Joe.
He's swinging for the fences, but he's coming up short every time. 0 for 6 right now from three-point land.
So, pass inside, almost stolen by George. It's going to be a layup. Give that to their big man, Eaton. 26-19. Yes, Irvin is going to be able to drive, and he's going to be assist ball. Another missed layup. We get within just a few points, and the Dragons are on a run. Dragons miss. Should be an over-the-back call, but they're not going to call it, and the tip-in no good. Tip-in again no good. So three shots by the Dragons. And the crowd was getting a little excited there as Dean looks to drive. Dean makes it. First basket by Dean. As you said, no one had scored except for Irvin as the Dragons look to shoot another three from the corner. No good. Rebound, no one was there, but Gate City's Compton. Compton rebounds.
Wenonah is not a disciplined team. You know, they're kind of playing some street ball right now. Again, everything's isolation, and right now we've pulled it within 5.
Irvin for a deep three, no good, just off the front of the rim. Hustle by Dean. It's going to be corralled by the Blue Devils. Great hustle by Dean. For all his shooting woes tonight, Dean is out there hustling. We've got Compton running the point right now as Gate City goes into a double set. Looks like almost a double high-low set. And it's going to be a 5-second call on Compton. Looked like he went deep enough into that set, but they're going to call 5 seconds.
I think their coach talked to the referee into it.
Or the Dragons coach called that one. So
he was barking pretty loud. So 26-21, 15 seconds left.
Thank you, Joe. Yeah, again, we're at the 10-second mark as we speak. Just as the same as last quarter. As we have an injured Dragons player, he pulled something just as he was going. Dean goes behind the back, and there's going to be a foul. I'm not sure if they're going to count the bucket or not. We'll see, as there's still an injured Dragon player at the other side of the court. As he went to make his move, something happened to his ankle or knee, and that's how we were able to steal the ball.
Jadarius, that's his third foul. Again, Eaton gets that. So that's going to be his third foul. 26-21, 0.8 of a second left as Bradley Dean goes to the line looking to close this lead to within 3.
The injured player who was able to get off the court was motioning that there was an elbow thrown to him, but it looked like he just slipped as he was making his motion as Dean's at the line and misses his first free throw.
He's 76% from the field or from the free throw line on the season.
As he makes the second one, 0.8. 26-22 as they're going to let the ball roll. They're going to have time for one thing, and they're going to call that the half as it's knocked out of bounds. It would have been Gate City ball, but it's going to be a really good second quarter for Gate City.